Appleton thirds versus Lindow. Thirds making their first appearance on ACC TV. My second appearance on ACC TV. Got a big fat duck last time, so hoping to fare a little bit better today. Opening up with John Porter. That's John getting us off the mark there with a boundary in the first over. John really struggling through with some nasty back problems, so fair play to him. That's me sorting out the sight screen, or what's left of it. Massive hole right in the middle, exactly where the ball's going to be leaving the bowler's arm, which is handy. And there's me deciding against using the bat. Too mainstream, I'll just let it hit me. And there we go, what a relief. I was on a ACC TV pair, but I've managed to avoid it. There's something quite self-indulgent about commentating on yourself batting. It's a little bit odd. Nothing odd about that shot from John Porter though. Lovely 4, off drive. 4 more for John. And there's a suspiciously edgy looking 4 for me. Really short boundary down there on the offside. So a good start. Going at more than 4 and over at the moment. JP, Mr. Porter, whacks another one through the offside. 47 for 0. Last ball of the 10th over. And John gets a little snick on that. He goes for 22. Positive start. So Danny Oliver joins me at the crease. That's me on strike still though. Nice full toss down leg side. 56 for 1. And there's Mr. Oliver. Change of bowling. Full and leggish. Danny loves it there. 4 runs. Oh, and that's a beautiful straight drive down the ground. Lovely angle of that one. 65 for 1. Short and leggish. Danny's not going to miss out on that. Nice little tennis shot from me there. Down to third man. 83 for 1. Making full use of that third man region today. It's where I score about 95% of my runs. 87 for 1. Next ball. There we go, a little bit carried away. That's me gone for 25. 87 for 2. John Owen, next man in. Gets a beauty first ball, unfortunately for him. Goes for 0. 87 for 3. 19.4 gone. So the skipper, Mr. Paul White, gets the perfect first ball. Nice full toss, outside off stump. Puts it away, 91 for 3. Mr. Oliver, still going strong. Brings the 100 up with that one. 103 for 3. And a fine bit of athleticism here. Whoosh. You don't often see that kind of agility in third and fourth team cricket. Danny's eyes lit up there. Takes a couple of steps down, can't get back in time. He's gone for 30. A good quick 30 from Mr. Oliver. Typical Danny Oliver innings. Mr. White. 4 through leg side. Settling in. Hoping for a decent score. Turns that one around the corner. 1-1-6 for 4. Alex Pickering at the other end now. Been a decent form with the bat this season. Had a couple of good scores, a couple of 50s. And there's 4 through leg side there for him. And a nice full toss for Paul, gets a little edge on it. He'll get 4 for that. Doesn't seem too keen on running that one. Can't blame him. Another 4 for Paul. Short. Goes down to square leg. Bang. Full toss for Alex. Takes full advantage of that. Decent sized boundary down there. And 6 again for Alex. Doesn't tend to hang around when he bats. 149 for 4. Paul gets hold of one. A little bit short. Down leg side. 4. Lovely shot from Alex there. Nice cover drive. And one of the more bizarre dismissals you're going to see this season, Alex. Jumped out the way of one. I think it must have come back in at him. He goes for a quick fire 26. And Toby, next man in. Big 6, father-son combination at the crease. Toby bats similar way to Alex. Doesn't hang around. Plays his shots. And that's 4 more for Paul. 180 for 5. Into the last 10 overs now. Toby takes advantage of one, a little bit short there. That's a big shot from Toby down the ground. Latching onto the short stuff. 188 for 5. Another big shot from Toby. Cleared the fence with that one. That's another shot from Paul. 198 for 5. So 200's up. A single for Paul. And that brings up his 50. Struggled for runs this season, but when the cameras are rolling, gets his 50. And Toby plays on there. Goes for 22. A very quick 22. Typical Toby 22. Bit of alliteration there. And Paul pops one up shortly after Toby's dismissal, so he goes for 50 exactly. Fine knock from Mr. White there. Really good 50. Good to see him back in the runs. George is up next, along with Harsher, and that'll go for 4. Gets a little top edge on that one. Down to fine leg. 215 for 7. Last couple of overs now. And Harsher trapped right in front there. Full and straight from the young lad. He goes for 2. So last ball of the innings. Come back to face it. Swing and a miss. ACC end up on 220 for 8 off the full 40 overs. Good death bowling from Lindow. Runs spread around the order there. Top 3 all got 20 to 30. Paul White with 50, the top scorer, and then some good runs in the middle order as well. So Lindow up next. Cautious start from them, steady start. Skipper there, caught out by the bounce. Bats like a tennis ball on this pitch. He goes for 3 runs. Caught by Jess and bowled Toby White. That's a lovely shot. Down to third man. $11 for 1. And another shot. An eventful over that one. A wicket and 2 boundaries. Combo opening from the other end. And he picks up a wicket. Danny Oliver diving to his left there, takes a good catch. Lindow 15 for 2. And a lovely camera dive there by Mr. Pickering. He asked me to include one, so thought it'd be rude not to. And that is the maximum. Combo goes for 6 over the short boundary. And similar fate again. Likes it on the leg side there, this bat. Got off to a flyer. Toby from the other end. Very short. Ball sits up like a tennis ball bounce and gets swatted away, 37 for 2. More runs through square leg there. Taking full advantage of that short boundary. 41 for 2. Bang. Full toss. Latches onto it. So Lindow recovering well here. After a dodgy start to the innings. 50's up there. So we're banging one in short. Six more over square leg. Took a bit of finding these balls when they go over the fence into the trees. Very difficult to find them. Good job we had a couple of spares, because there's another one that's gone over there. Harsher onto bowl. New to the club this season. Always good to see new players. Bowl well, to be fair to him. It's difficult, he came on against 2 batsmen that had their eye in. There's the hundreds up for Lindow. And that's 50 for Mahmood. He's been very keen to see the video. He's been messaging the Facebook page, so hopefully he's enjoyed watching it back. Batted very well. Georgia onto bowl. There's 4. Just turn around the corner. Down to fine leg. 1-1-8 for 2 off 21 overs. These two bat over 100 partnership now. That's 4 more. Down to backward point. Both bats really got their eye in here. Both past 50. That's 50 for Max Espley. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Apologies if not. Big shot. Big shot. So Lindow chasing 2-2-1 are on 156 for 2. Just over halfway. The runs are coming thick and fast. Jess Lewis onto bowl now. Just over 10 overs to go. That's 4 more. And we've seen Mr. Mahmood loves it there. 6 more. Jess still working hard, gets a top edge there, and Mr. Pickering takes the catch. So that partnership of over 150 is finally broken. Mr. Mahmood, an outstanding 91, eventually dismissed. So Lindow lose another wicket there. 192 for 4. So they need just over, or just under 30 runs. Started to falter a little bit. That's a nice shot there. 13 to win off 27. Very doable indeed with 6 wickets left. And that'll go for 4 as well. 2-1, 2 for 4. 9 to win off 26. Good pick up by John. Great throw and direct hit. It's the run out. Batsman goes for 0. 8 to win off 19. Now Toby White brought back on. That's the end of the 37th over. Run's just drying up a little bit for Lindow now. Making things a little bit more interesting. Single there. 6 to win off 14 balls. So 4 off 10. And run out opportunity. Direct hit. Looked very close. Not out. So Toby still bowling. 3 needed from 7. 1 boundary will do it. That's the end of the penultimate over. So 6 balls, 1 over remains. 3 runs needed. Just to bowl the final over. Very tense. Starts with a dot. 3 off 5. And opportunity for a run out. Missed. Young man gets a single. Batsman that's in form on 90 something is on strike. 2 to win off 4. That's a great stop by JP despite his dodgy back. 2 to win off 3. 1 shot's all it needs, and there it is. 4 through mid wicket. Lindow win with a couple of balls to spare. A great game, plenty of runs scored. An outstanding knock by that young man there. There's the bowling figures. Plenty of runs. John Owen kept it tight. Very close game in the end. Well done to Lindow. Plenty of good young players in their team. It's always good to see. Same again next weekend.